Now, this anime review is kind of a strange situation. It has both been pushed forward, but also pushed back. Pushed forward because the shitstorm surrounding it has not died down in the slightest. If anything, it's gotten worse. And pushed back because I was in the middle of moving the last few days. So by the time this video comes out, I will officially be in my new place, which you might notice with the audio quality. But what anime could possibly be responsible for such confusion and chaos? Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out, a slice-of-life romantic comedy, which is the anime adaptation to the manga created by Taka, a story that follows the namesake herself, Hana Uzaki, as she spends her days in college trying to hang out with the male protagonist, Shinichi Sakurai. As time goes on, the two slowly realize they have feelings for one another, and hijinks ensue as they try to further their relationship. A nice, simple story that exists for lighthearted fun. Just two college students spending their time at college, trying to live the average college life. Boy howdy is college rough, they would probably say out loud in their college class. Apparently, if you like this show, you're a pedophile.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, let's not beat around the bush. Ever since Uzaki became a popular character in Japan, there has been a push to completely erase her existence by crazy weirdos desperate to sanitize all media across the board. And this argument has escalated as a recent trend on Twitter started where people have tried to fix Uzaki's design, usually resulting in objectively worse redraws of scenes from the anime, and most times just includes making Uzaki chubby or gross, because attractive Japanese women don't exist, I guess. But this video is not about the utterly retarded controversy. We all know it's stupid and ridiculous, and I don't want to focus on that. Let's just talk about the anime itself and see if it's any good. Well, to keep things brief, yeah, Uzaki's been a pretty good anime so far. Now, thanks to certain developments, you might have trouble finding a place to watch the show. All I can say is that times are hard on everyone right now, and that subbed episodes are uploaded to nia.si pretty much the day they come out. Get them while you can, before more bullshit copyright laws take that site down too. So, Uzaki Wants to Hang Out is a pretty simple story. It's a sitcom with a romantic subplot to it. You have the energetic and bubbly Uzaki, who is an immature girl that likes wasting time and having fun, and the cynical Sakurai, who wants to be left alone and do his own thing. The comedy relies on their contrasting personalities and how their relationship affects each scenario. It usually involves Sakurai trying to do something by himself, and then Uzaki barges in for whatever reason. The two banter back and forth, and it all builds to one big punchline, or in certain cases, two big punchlines.
She's a goddess! She's saving her! Prison right here! Damn it! She needs to be in prison now! This shirt's evil! No! 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 Ah, yeah! Get away from me, racist! She's God!
Like I said, this show is pretty straightforward and honest. It wants to be a fun story about two college students. The humor mainly revolves around Uzaki, since she's the poster girl of the anime, and gets majority of the screen time with Sakurai. Her ditzy nature tends to lead her into trouble, and she can't help but annoy the much more down-to-earth Shinichi. Still, she never comes across as mean-spirited or cruel. Instead, her personality is warm, and she goes into most situations with good intentions. It just so happens that she also likes to tease Sakurai over his loner nature. She never tries to actively kneecap the guy or humiliate him on purpose. It's just her being an airhead that causes these things. Now, Sakurai as a straight man comes across as the usual average schmo you see in an anime. He's sort of a loner and simply wants to be left alone. There's a running gag that he looks scary, but it's usually the anime thing where background people say it and it never actually goes anywhere. Doesn't matter, honestly, and it's only really there to explain why he doesn't have many friends. The whole reason Uzaki even hangs out with him is because she thinks he genuinely doesn't have a single friend, so it's more out of pity than anything. This leads to jokes where she realizes he actually does have a social circle outside of her, and those are pretty good actually. All in all, the main cast is alright. You have the two leads and a small batch of minor characters that show up every now and then. You have the owner of the coffee shop where Sakurai works, and his daughter, who both immediately pick up on the unrequited feelings Uzaki and Sakurai have for each other, and even decide to simply sit back and watch in amusement as the awkward tension between the two causes misunderstanding after misunderstanding.
注文多いな。早く抜いてくださいよ先輩。もうちょっとだからおとなしくしろって。違うんだ。まだすか先輩。
There's also Sakurai's college friend who openly berates him for wasting his time studying and playing video games instead of getting drunk at parties. He also notices that Sakurai and Uzaki like each other and takes more of an active role trying to get them to realize it, which leads him into conflict with the coffee shop employees. Finally, you have Uzaki's mom, and she's pretty good. Top tier MILF, 10 out of 10. And that's pretty much it for the cast. Like I said, it's on the smaller side, and relies more on putting Sakurai and Uzaki into awkward scenarios instead of throwing tons of side characters at you, which is fine, since if there are too many characters to worry about, then things could easily feel bloated and needlessly complicated. The ones we have are fine, and that's what's important. Since this is a comedy, the only thing that really matters is if it's funny, and in my opinion, yeah, the show's pretty funny. The relationship between Uzaki and Sakurai works well, and their banter is fun to watch. The scene where Uzaki was trying to signal out a message to Sakurai from across a lunchroom was pretty clever. There are other jokes and gags similar to that, but I don't want to just explain everything since that would pretty much ruin the fun. All I will say is that Sakurai gets to grab the titty twice. The man is a legend. Yeah, the show has fan service. Pretty good fan service too. It's not super explicit, but the show isn't afraid to show Uzaki jiggle. That is a plus. Honestly, in terms of fan service, it's pretty tame, all things considered. This isn't interspecies reviewers or prison school, all I can really say. Now, in terms of animation, Uzaki doesn't really try to break new ground. The animation is decent and it looks pretty, but nothing sticks out as atrocious or bad. No, it looks good. Movements are nice and fluid, and it never feels stiff. Still, it's not something people are really gonna remember. The point of the anime is not the animation, it's about the characters and the humor, and the anime simply does what it can with the animation. This isn't a point to bash the anime, I'm just saying. Nevertheless, I had a good time with Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out. It's a good show, and the retards whining about Uzaki's design sound absolutely insane if you sit down and watch it. Wow, an anime character doesn't look realistic compared to actual human women. Who could have guessed? Almost like she is intentionally exaggerated to be attractive and endearing to a wide audience. People like looking at things that look good aesthetically. This is known. And how the fuck does thinking Uzaki looks cute make you a pedophile? She's 19 in college. One of the chapters in the manga is about her celebrating her birthday and drinking, making her 20, a legal adult in pretty much every other country. She doesn't even look like a child by pretty much any definition. She looks like a short Asian woman. Methinks a bit of projection is going on with this controversy.
It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up.
So yeah, that's all I can say about Uzaki Wants to Hang Out. It's a good anime that is wrapped up in some utterly stupid controversy. Controversy drudged up by basic bitch assholes who think watching My Hero Academia and Demon Slayer gives them perspective necessary to say the entire anime culture has a pedophile problem. And somehow, characters like Uzaki perpetuate that. A 19-year-old college student with big titties. Gotta love the socially maladjusted. In the end, all I can do is urge you to actually take a look at the anime and see for yourself why this whole thing is just stupid. Uzaki is fine and it just wants to be a fun show that entertains people. There isn't some dark subtext that will brainwash you. Christ, it's like seeing parent groups claim playing Slayer records backwards summon Satan. If you watch the big titty Uzaki anime, you become a kitty diddler. Fuck off, man. Let people have fun. Kiss anime just died and 2020 has been a nightmare for everyone. Let people have one moment of fucking peace. Until next time, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys. Also, Uzaki canonically plays Revengeance.
このハサミハゲどうやったら倒せるんすか？刀当たったら盾が爆発するんすよ。
Like I said, kids are cool, Jack. And I'm very in touch with my inner child.
So this anime is the best of 2020, no contest, hands down, fuck you.